Hey, it's Coach Eli. Here's a 3-part mobility and stability sequence to help with the hip region and also help reduce low back pain. So we're not doing conventional stretching. What we're doing first is mobilizing, using some hip shift patterns to help bring some blood flow and movement back to the SI joint, the pelvis, the sacrum, these regions of the body that can cause us pain if they become stiff and immobile due to maybe a lot of sitting, right? Or due to hip length discrepancies over the years, right? A host of issues. So we want to get our hips mobilized and stabilized. And that's what we're going to do, is not just passively stretch. No, not for this routine. I'm going to show you how to mobilize and then end it with some stability work, taking our hips through internal, external rotation and taking that ball and socket joint through big ranges of motion, okay? And you can use this new awareness, this pattern of shifting all throughout your day if you're seated at a desk, right? And so before we get into it, I want to show you the idea behind it. So take a seat, okay? Follow along, just sit normal how you would in your chair. And all we're going to do is just push one knee forward and then bring it back. Okay, so push this knee forward and then bring it back. And then the other leg, bring it back and then forward. So we're just literally shifting now. Okay, you're shifting from your hips. Just like that. Okay, you can use this as a mobility practice all throughout your day, every single day, especially if you find yourself seated for a long period of time. Okay, shifting those hips. Great for our posture, right? Great for the alignment of our body. Okay, and so that's the idea behind some of these the movements that we're about to do today. Okay, so let's get into it. It's a 3-part series. Here we go. Okay, first one is we're going to grab a yoga block if you have one. If not, you can literally use a pillow. It's not a big deal. Okay. So you're going to get your legs on the wall, back flat on the floor, and get your legs a little more than 90 degrees. So this is 90 degrees. Get them a little higher than that. Okay, just like that. Okay, squeeze the block. Okay. And now we're going to start shifting the hips like this. Okay, if you have a foam roller, that probably works even better to help roll up and down, but it doesn't really matter. Okay, so focus on shifting. Okay, so my butt is 2 inches above the ground, and I'm shifting. Okay, so your butt is a little bit off the ground. Your hamstrings are activated, and you're breathing, and you're just shifting up and down, squeezing the block a little bit. Don't just squeeze it too hard. Okay, up, down. Okay, you should feel the hips start to turning on, inner thighs, outer thighs. Okay, just shifting, shift, and go for about 50 per side. Okay, that's it for that one. Next one is similar to doing a cat-cow, but what you're going to do is cross one leg in like this. Okay, you're going to sink back into your hips. Okay, so sink back into your hips, and then you're just going to arch up and then tuck. Okay, you should be feeling a stretch on the outside of this leg that's crossed over back into that hip region. Okay, so press back a little bit, push that knee into the ground, feel that femur pressing back through the glute, and then you're just going to arch and tuck. Arch and tuck. Arch and tuck. Okay, go and breathe. Big deep breaths. Go for about 20 per side. Okay, last movement. We're going to come to our feet. If you have a little mini band, you can put that around the knees to aid in some stability to help your body feel more stable, but you don't need it. Okay, what we're going to do is take a split stance like this. Okay, and you go very, very light on your back toe. So most of your weight is on the front foot. It's almost as if you're about to balance on one leg. So feel most of your weight happening here on the top leg, and those back toes are just there for a little bit of stability. You're actually going to push this knee out a little bit. So press out, push into the ground a little bit on that back leg. Feel stable here. Allow your foot to splay into the ground. Okay, and now all we're going to do is take a slight butt back like that. Okay, so very subtle, like you're about to sit down, butt back. Okay, you're about to sit down, butt comes down and back. Now from this position, what have we just done? Well, we pushed that femur back, right? We were in that same position we just did for those two. Now we're on our feet though. Okay, so now we're going to twist to the one side. Okay, and really notice that sensation, the feeling happening of the connection of the foot through the knee into the hip. If you don't feel that, restart, butt down and back, and then turn into it. Okay, these muscles are now stretched on the side of our glute. Now we're just going to take big deep breaths. Okay, go 10 deep breaths. Okay, once you finish 10, you're going to rotate the other way. Okay? Rotate the other way. Now we're in hip external rotation of this right hip. You're going to rotate out like this. Stay down. Okay, this knee stays forward. Okay, now 10 deep breaths there. Okay, and that's it. 10 deep breaths per side, and then you switch legs. Slightly come down. Twist. Now we're getting a stretch happening through here. And now we're stabilizing in this closed chain position. 10 deep breaths. And then open up. 10 deep breaths there. Okay, and then you can advance yourself. Once you're ready, you can go more. You can start doing that hip airplane. And then eventually you can come to here. Okay, and do that full hip airplane. Okay, so that is the 3-part mobility and stability sequence for the hip region to help reduce lower back pain, SI joint pain, bring some blood flow and stability and strength back to that region using hip shifts, internal, external rotation, getting the adductors to turn on, squeezing that yoga block. An incredible sequence. Keep this up every morning and every night for the next few weeks. Let me know how those hips and lower back feels. Okay, comment down below if you want to see more content like this and what area of the body you'd like to see next. This is Coach Eli. If you need help with one-on-one coaching, just go to embodycoachingmethod.com and we can get to know each other and see if you're the right fit. I'll help you look, move, and feel better than you have in 16 weeks or less with one-to-one personalized fitness and health coaching. Okay? Thanks for being here. Much love.